Hey, how's it going? Glad that you're here. Appreciate you. I'm going to be talking about anxiety, fear, and shame. Sounds like a great topic, doesn't it? Coming right up. So my guess is, if you've ever experienced anxiety or depression for any length of time, you have felt fear, you have felt shame, and those two tend to go together when it comes to your anxiety. And I wanted to address this because I think you need to realize that, one, you may have anxiety, but two, there's no shame in it. Three, fear is just a feeling, it's not a fact. But I know the feeling can be so powerful, it could feel like a fact. But I wanted to let you know that you may indeed have anxiety. That's a fact, okay? Anxiety is a fact. It's a part of you. You don't want it, but it affects you, so you have it. But what's not a fact is the fear. You don't have to have fear. But I know anxiety and fear tend to go hand in hand. And then the shame creeps in. So fear can be a legitimate feeling. It definitely can be. And you're supposed to be afraid of certain things. But when it comes to what if, the maybes, but this might happen, that's the fear that's not reality. That's not what's going to happen. It's a fear of a feeling. It's a fear that you don't know. It's the unknown. And then when that unknown is there, then the shame starts to creep in, because then the shame is, what are other people thinking of me? What do they think about me and my anxiety? So you develop this mindset that there's something wrong with you, and that shame is there. So I want to address that. I want to talk a little bit about that shame and the fear that comes with your anxiety. Let's talk about that shame. Shame is embarrassment and a feeling that there's something wrong with you. And so typically when people experience shame, it's what they think other people are thinking of them. So if you're feeling shame because of your anxiety, you're probably thinking about, well, my mother, my father, my brother, my sister, my aunt, my uncle, my teacher, my friend, they all think there's something wrong with me. But you don't know that. You haven't substantiated that shame feeling. So when you go around and you think, well, I have anxiety and everybody knows it, and everybody thinks poorly of me, and everybody thinks that I'm a damaged goods, that's when you start really hammering yourself. That's when you start feeling like there's something wrong. That's when you feel isolated and withdrawn from people. I get that anxiety can produce fear, and then that fear then can produce shame. I get that. That's very real. So I want to validate how that feels to you. But I also want to validate that that shame that you're feeling doesn't have to be there. So try to work on that. Try to go to the source of the person that you feel shamed and see what they have to say. Sometimes you got to figure out the truth, and that truth will set you free. That's all I have for today. I want you to watch this over and over again if you need to. You need to be reminded that there is no shame in your anxiety. You have to convince yourself, even when you have people in your life that maybe do try to shame you. And maybe it's not just a feeling, that there's someone in your life that's actually trying to make you feel bad by what they say. Well, that is still not accurate, because it doesn't define who you are. Your anxiety never defines who you are. And there's no shame in you having anxiety. You have to remind yourself that. Write it down on a piece of paper, put it out where you can see it, to remind yourself there is no shame in your anxiety. Don't feel it, don't go there, okay? But let me know in the comments, if you do feel shame, what is around that shame? Is someone actually making you feel that way, or is it just your feelings, what you think other people are thinking about you? I would like to know, because we need to get to the truth of that to help you feel better. And like I said, truth will set you free. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. If this has been helpful for you, Give it a thumbs up. I appreciate your likes. That helps me rank better on YouTube so more people can see this. And then if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. I'm a licensed therapist. I help people just like you learn to control your anxiety, your depression, and have better mental health. Don't we all need that? Thank you so much. And until next time, take care of yourself. Bye.